Okay, guys, I'm gonna share my screen. Give me a thumbs up when you see my screen. Okay, great. So today we are gonna talk about how we're gonna use AI to message our prospects. We're gonna learn three simple steps to do messaging with AI and learn how to personalize our messages, and it's a continuation of what we did last month. So I know you guys were both in our last session, so we're gonna build on top of that, but we're gonna have a quick review of what we did when we get to it. So without further ado, I'm gonna open with another quote from my beloved chat GPT-4. So in AI messaging, it's not about reaching more prospects. It's about reaching the right ones with precision and empathy and have meaningful conversations and turn the vastness of digital world into a personal, engaging dialogue. Very deep from a friendly robot that we, like at least I really love and cherish. So this code is actually true. We don't want to just mass DM people. We don't want to send them a lot of messages. We don't want to just send any messages to a lot of people. We want to use this tool to be as precise as possible. So AI in communication and messaging can come in handy in different variations. So first of all, it can be used for personalization. You can tailor the communication based on the customer data and the interaction story you've had that with that prospect. It increases your efficiency, so you can streamline routine conversations. So have basically handbooks on when the customer says this, reply that. So you can develop a handbook, feed that to ChatGPT. ChatGPT will tell you when the customer says this, you can answer that. And it frees up your time. You can scale more, so you can manage numerous conversations. We can do that all at once if you utilize tools like AI chatbots in your website. It increases your availability. You can offer round-the-clock communication capabilities if you have those kinds of bots on your websites, or even if you're just using ChatGPT. Again, you can offer round-the-clock communication capabilities because you can have an assistant, and the assistant can have access to all of the conversations and the conversation handbook, so they can basically offer the same answers that you would give. You can do data analysis, so you can feed the data about your potential customer, about your prospect to ChatGPT, and ask that to analyze it, and that would help with making the message more personal. And it's way more cost effective. So traditionally, if you want to have personalized messaging in the marketing world, you would have to go out, find a copywriter that knows marketing, and they would make sure that the message you're sending out is basically personalized enough. It speaks to the customers or the target audience that you're trying to reach. And just by using even the free version of ChatGPT, you have access to a very skilled marketing analysis person / bot that would do the same for you. So that's going to the 3 steps of AI messaging, and you're gonna be seeing this little friendly bot right here at the right of the screen. So I like it. I hope you guys love it. In my mind, ChatGPT kind of looks like this. To me, it's a hybrid of a baby and a cat, and it kind of looks like this. I don't know if you guys see it in a way, but to me, that's ChatGPT. So 3 simple, super simple steps. First, prospect analysis. Second, craft a personal message. And third, record keeping and follow up. I know it's stupid easy. It's just right there. There's no other steps that you need to have. We're just going to dive deeper into each step and talk about how we're going to carry out the how of each step. So one, prospect analysis. So you have probably like a customer or a potential customer prospect in mind, and you have gathered some data about that prospect. So you have their LinkedIn page, maybe you have their website, maybe they sent you an email inquiring about your services. You have some data, you have some information about that client. And the first step in this journey is by inputting the details that that prospect gave you into ChatGPT. That could be any kind of background information, any kind of interaction story you've had with that person, and any specifications or preferences or needs that they have. So for example, a client, or you are like targeting a male 35 owner of a tech company. They have a master's degree at the University of Michigan. So you just type all of that in. They are looking for a life coach, or they are looking for a health coach. And you just start by putting in all the information you have. And then here comes the magic of ChatGPT. You ask for insights. So to ChatGPT, that would be enough information to create a persona around the information that you just gave ChatGPT. So you ask ChatGPT to just analyze the data that you put in and provide insights on potential interest, on pain points, on what products and services they can use or what they're looking for to help them in their process. So ChatGPT might take a second, think a little bit. So it says like a male who is 35 and is owner of a tech company. Maybe that even ask you a question: are they single? Are they in a relationship? Are they looking for more time to spend with their children, or are they looking to start a family? That would be the questions that a life coach might want to deal with. Or for a business coach, the questions that they might want to lead with are you trying to expand your business? Are you happy about your working hours? Questions like this. ChatGPT on the first step would start by generating insights that would help you understand your target audience more. So us as people, we all have this tunnel vision. So for me, I want to spend more time with my cat. I want to spend more time with my husband. I want to go to cinema far more than I go now. And I want to have free time. I want to have more time to read. And to me, all other people in my age group have the same problem. And I have this tunnel vision, and ChatGPT does not have that. If I type into ChatGPT, hey, I'm a 32-year-old female, and this is my job, and what would be the needs or aspirations or goals of someone like me, the ChatGPT might answer something like, hey, when do you want to start a family? That would be a very valid question for someone around my age. Do you want to travel the world? That would be a fair question for someone around my age. Do you want to lose weight, gain weight? Any plethora of stuff that ChatGPT might know, because ChatGPT doesn't have my tunnel vision. So each individual have their own kind of biases. ChatGPT just helps us basically navigate through that and see stuff in a 360 view, because it's a bot, doesn't have preferences. So that's the cool thing about it. The second step, which I know most of you guys want to know about, is crafting a personal message. And I love to tell you that it's far easier than you really think about it. And I'm going to tell you about this in a second. So the message generation comes super naturally because you're having a conversation with ChatGPT. So we're going to go into ChatGPT, have this in action. One of you guys will volunteer. We would do that step by step. But it's this easy flow. You just use the insights that ChatGPT told you and instruct it to write a tailored message to this prospect. And then using the prompt formula that we talked about last month, we're gonna iterate that to perfection. So it's just that easy. And then you do a couple of iteration around tones and style and customizations. Maybe your prospect has written some blogs on their LinkedIn page, so you just copy and paste what they have already typed up and feed that into ChatGPT and say this is their style of communication, or this is a blog that they have shared in LinkedIn. This is what's interesting to them. Use the wordings or use the emoji density that this post has. This would resonate with them best. So it gives ChatGPT the examples, the guidelines that we were talked about. And the third step, which in my opinion is the most important step, is the record keeping and follow-up. So you need to document any kind of communication you have with any prospects. I know you guys do it, but after sending the message, you just log all of the details that even ChatGPT gave you into your CRM system or like any kind of digital record keeping system that you use. At the bare minimum, you need to have a Google Sheet with the name of the prospect and like all of the instances that you message them. And I'm going to show you a cool thing. You can even do that inside of ChatGPT. Have a specific chat for each of your prospects. If you have like high-end or high-ticket prospects, like have 5 or 10, that's still manageable in ChatGPT. But if you have like 100 or 1,000 clients, it's best to use a CRM. So you need to have all of the records right there, because when you want to continue the conversation with that lead or with that prospect, you want to know what were the stuff that you already told them, so you don't repeat yourself or you don't say something that you said like another thing like at a previous time. So it gives you consistency and it builds trust at the part for your clients. So, and follow-up again, you can use ChatGPT to generate follow-up messages. So maybe you send them an email, or you maybe send them an email message on LinkedIn and they didn't say anything. You can write something else just to follow up based on the message that you already sent them. I'm gonna give you an example of a person who did this back in the day where there was no AI, named Mr. Rockefeller. So he famously had this index card of every person he came in contact with and wrote down super specific stuff about them. So if you had a conversation with Rockefeller and you said, hey dude, my daughter is having a piano recital, the next time you were on the call with him, he would ask, oh, how did the piano recital go? And on the perspective of the client, Rockefeller always seemed like he really cares, he really remembered. But the thing was that Rockefeller really had very, very detailed notes on each person he had a conversation with. And I know that like we cannot all of us, we cannot be Rockefeller, but that was like just before the AI revolution. Right now we can. We can just have like ChatGPT at the back of our laptop, have all of the details about our clients right there. And when we want to start a conversation with them, just pull that up, have a script, and like be a Rockefeller. Why not? So this was something that Rockefeller did back in the day. There's no excuse that we don't do it right now. And so now we're done with the just the conceptual part. Let's get to the how parts of how we are going to craft the message. So we're just going to review the prompt formula. There were 7 steps, tasks, that it was an action verb, like write a blog, write an email, analyze something. There was the context, who you were. I'm a business development consultant. Example, this is the right example. This is the right thing that I want to have. Role, the role that you want to give AI. So you role play with that. Act as a consulting manager, act as a marketing manager. Then the format, it should be an email format. It should have this structure. Then the persona. So the person I'm reaching out to is a 35-year-old male, is a stay-at-home mom, is a millennial, anything. And the tone. The tone should be speaking to Gen Z, to millennials, to boomers, to people who are coming from a conservative background, whatever you say. And to utilize that formula for messaging, the task would be something like draft an introductory email to potential clients. So just draft an email. The action verb would be write an email, draft an email, write a LinkedIn, whatever you want to. The context would be the background relevant to the prospect. So, for example, you met them through a tech conference, and like you're a business owner, or you're a life coach, or you're a health coach, whatever the background or whatever the context is, you're going to put it right there. The example, so you provide your example, and like a specific example. So this is an email I find that works. This is an email that has had the most success with my past clients. So this is what I'm looking for. Try to build on top of this. Then specify your role or your perspective. So I'm a life coach, and these are the stuff that I do. These are the packages that I have. These are the courses that I have. So be very, very specific on what are the stuff that you have. Then on format, indicate the format you want. So you want to have a formal email. Maybe you want to have email in LinkedIn, and be specific again about the number of words you want to have. For example, if you're not using LinkedIn Premium, you have a limited number of characters that you can send out to people. So you can say, okay, at to the most 250 characters. That's it. It's not going to exceed that amount. So be very, very specific in format. And then on persona, describe the person that you want to send the email to or send the LinkedIn message to. The good part about the persona is that the chat GPT is going to do the heavy lifting for you. You're going to put in a lot of all the information you have, and then ask chat GPT to analyze that person, give them give you their pain points, their hopes, their desires, what do they care about, and then just copy and paste all of that into persona. And then on tone, it should be something like informative or maybe informal, personal, whatever that works for your target audience. You can also ask ChatGPT what is the correct tone to get connected to that person. And let's practice with that. Who wants to volunteer?
Ray, do you want to go? I'll go.
If you think that like that, you go. I actually had like a couple of stuff. I did my homework on your business, Rosha. So
okay.
Let me take you to ChatGPT. Yes. So do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. So right here you can see. Oh, I have to open my VPN. So give me a second. I just put in all the information I had of you when we first started working, not like how I know you right now. So up to the point that Simon Sinek tagged me in the post and we met. I want to start by that. So give me a second, guys. Let me just open it up on another window. It's actually a funny story I just want to tell you guys. So I met Rosha through like the one, the only Simon Sinek. I was reading a book called The Infinite Game and How to Play It, and I posted that on my Instagram account. And then Simon Sinek picked that post and reposted it again and tagged me in it. And that's how I found Rosha. And that was fun. Yeah. It was like one of the best things that has happened to me, like ever, no joke. And I have Simon Sinek to thank for that. So thank you, Mr. Sinek, for helping me find Rosha. So I'm gonna share my screen again.
Thank you. That was the best thing that happened to me too.
Oh, heart. So you guys see my screen now? Give me a thumbs up. Great. So So I want to send an email to my prospect. Here's the info about her. So her name is Rosha Tazari. She's a business coach and has plus 18 years of experience. We met online when Simon Sinek tagged me in his post. She's a millennial. She has a YouTube channel and an Instagram account with 13K followers. She helps business owners and entrepreneurs to 2x and 3x their business through coaching and helping them with social media marketing. And I want to reach out to her and tell her I'm a business development manager with plus 8 years of experience. Write an email, structure it in a formal way, say that I would want to have a one-on-one meeting. So that would be something that like if Rosha didn't reach out to me, I would have wanted to reach out to her. So like that would be a role play. So it's just like all the simple things that I had here. I'm just gonna start this conversation with ChatGPT since I have you guys here. And I'm gonna paste it right here and say, what are some goals and aspirations that Rosha had? Help me gain insights into her work. Rosha, you can tell us how much of this is actually true, so that's actually uh, good. So you want to expand your influence and reach with your YouTube channel and Instagram account. You're likely to aim for to grow your digital audience. You want to help clients achieve tangible results. I know you want to do that. So like that's pretty on point. You want to continue your learning and you want to always improve. So that's pretty much your brand and you want to build a community. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty much on point. And then it would start writing an email that speaks to Rosha. So let's just take a look. Dear Mr. Tazari. So for those of you don't know, Rosha really likes formal stuff. And I think like that's pretty on point for Rosha. So yeah, dear Ms. Antazari, I hope this email finds you well. I recently had the pleasure of being tagged in a post by Simon Sinek. So see, like this would be something that could be like iterative a little bit. But I noticed your insightful contribution. So ChatGPT really didn't understand what happened there. So I would give it enough information about that. Your expertise in business coaching and social media marketing, particularly in helping entrepreneurs scaling their business, truly resonates with my professional pursuit. So it connects what Rosha does to what I do and what I am passionate about. My name is, then you insert your name, and I'm a business development manager with over 8 years of experience in, then I say my industry, that would be startups and entrepreneurship. In my current role, I specialize in, then you put in what your expertise is. So my expertise is in helping business owners utilize new technology in their business, which has enabled me to, then you mentioned a key achievement. So what is the key achievement that you want your Rosha to know? And then say, I'm reaching out to propose a one-on-one meeting to discuss potential collaborative opportunities. So that would be something that I would have wanted to send to Rosha. Let me take you to another way that you can do this. So say that you have a Rosha and then like you have a Ray and you have an Irina and then like you just open up new chats and Irina, I don't know much about you. I'm gonna imagine stuff and give me a thumbs up. So Irina is a coach. She likes to I'm
She's
gonna
a
say
sleep
she likes,
coach.
oh, she's a sleep coach.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Do you have more data about her? So
What do you want? So you want to know?
whatever.
Okay. So I know that she is very detail oriented, worked for, and she texted here. She's on the road, so she cannot.
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She.
Anything would help because we want to
Well,
really get into the role of knowing Irina. So, where she's based? She's based in.
uh, where are you, Irina? I forgot. I don't know why I feel like she's in Seattle, but Irina, you can type in the chat.
I'm
But
gonna just say
let's just
United
go with
States.
imaginary
Yes.
Irina. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So she's based in United States. She's
She's
an animal lover. She likes to cook. cook and likes to spend quality time with her family. Like, I'm gonna imagine her business makes plus $1 million a year, and she likes to expand it to other countries. She employs 5 people from around the globe. She cares about creating jobs too. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to help me analyze her and gain insights into her works. So that would be our imaginary Irina. ChatGPT would like think a little bit and talk about what's her profile. Basically helps us to find the number 6, the persona. So her role as a sleep coach, her business success, it suggests that her business is in high demand. It's well regarded. It implies that she has effective business strategies, including marketing, client retention, like she has good client retention. She has plans for global expansion and job creation on personal life. So just like uh, knows that you're an animal lover and cooking and you want to have time with your family. So what are the insights? So holistic approach. You are likely to have a holistic view of health, considering both physical and mental well-being. So this wasn't something that I knew of you. This is something that ChatGPT is speculating, and it's probably right on the money. So technology use, so it's so that because you're employing people from all over the world, your team is probably or possibly virtual. So you're tech savvy. So that's something that it kind of just from that one sentence uh basically got that insight. So your brand values are around job creation, loving animals, and attracting clients who have similar interests. On cultural sensitivity, again, because you are having employees from around the world, your working environment is really culturally sensitive. Networking and partnerships and community involvement. So you probably are again active in animal shelters, or you want to be involved in those kinds of communities. So I can again, based on how much do I want this message to be personalized for Irina, ask more basically introspecting questions. So I'm gonna, for example, ask what are some possible fears or pain points she would have, and then ChatGPT tries to speculate what are Irina's or this version of Irina's pain points and fears. So scaling challenges, let's see what ChatGPT thinks. So yeah, that's really valid. So logistical challenges, cultural barriers, and yeah, you have something, Rosha. Go ahead.
I want to add something here. So what Mohabbat is saying right now can help us so much finding, like to find more about our target market, ideal client, our marketing strategy. So not only this helps us writing to our prospects, it also helps us create our business, like change the way that we look at our business and even project how much we can make if we shift our market, if we shift our ideal client with even just a little bit. Like, for example, you imagine your Irina right now and this is your plan, right? Or imagine you're targeting Irina as your potential client, right? You see if there are possibilities, like does she make money to be able to afford my services, or how much money does she make And then what are her pain points? So when you know your potential clients or your target market's pain point, you know what you need to solve in order to be super valuable to your customer. And what are the things that they value most? What are the things that you can, by having it in your team and also by adding it to them as your ideal client, as your target market, you can, that's how you can actually charge more. That's how you can make more money because you're adding more value, you're more valuable to your target market, your ideal clients, and you definitely deserve to charge more. So this is a great insight, not only what it says, not only like this is really helpful to use it for reaching out, but also to even reshape your business around your ideal client. So when you're thinking about this, don't think about like only the value that it's bringing you, this training is bringing you towards writing your emails, for example, but also on thinking about your business and looking at the, you know, big picture and see how you can utilize this tool to make those small adjustments that makes a huge difference between you and your competitor. So it's not only about learning these, it's also about applying it correctly. That's it.
Mhm.
I just wanted to
Thank
add.
you for that. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. And it's just ChatGPT is a great tool for us to brainstorm with. And what is messaging? Is effectively trying or starting, is it trying to start a journey of a conversation and brainstorming with another person. And it's just like you having another person on your team who is like really open-minded. I'm gonna uh share with you guys something. So tell me if you see my screen now. Do you see my LinkedIn page? Okay, I'm gonna take you through my messages and show you like some stuff that are not working. So I recently posted something that I was looking for someone who do a little bit of developing for one of the projects that I'm involved with. And you see like the messages that I get that I'm not even responding to. So it's like, hi, Mohabbat. So they're using my name. It's personal, but they're not talking about my needs. They're not talking about what I want. They are just simply saying what they are doing. So again, uh, okay, welcome. Um, at least like this person is trying, like they are giving me their number, they are like at least mentioning the type of the project that I'm looking for, but again not a lot of information, and there's not a lot of things that I can like see in these messages and relate to. So right here, hi, I noticed you are looking for someone. Okay, and it wasn't even remote front end and back end developer, so I know this is a text that they just copy pasted because that's nothing that I said in my ads. They are talking about their company, and they want to just like have a a session. So they are talking about AWS services. This isn't something that I said. So I look at this, I immediately know that they are just mass sending this to people, anyone who posted anything on LinkedIn. So this isn't going to work for me. I am more likely as a human being, not just like as someone who wants to hire another person, as a human being to just go and reply at least like on a human level to someone that acknowledged the stuff that I said. So I said, hey, I want someone in this place. I want them to be in person. So this is something that is not working for me. But let's assume that I'm gonna just scroll down here and say this is something that Irina wrote. This is not, this is from someone called Nyan, but I'm just gonna copy and paste this into ChatGPT and say, this is something Irina liked or wrote on LinkedIn. They find information like this useful, or they like the way this article is written, please, I always say please to ChatGPT, sample the language. And then I just copy and paste. So in your case, you have a prospect, they have written something, or you have something of them to feed that to ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is going to start modeling the message that I want around like how this message is written. So this is it. They are trying to write something. So again, this is not like the best way of sending ChatGPT an example, but you get the message. It starts copying the tone of that voice. So you can just be iterative and say, use lots of emojis. And then since it's it's an iterative process, it incorporates emojis into it. I'm gonna like ask another thing. Make the email shorter, write it in a way that the title is attention grabbing. She's a millennial, so use the language that she likes. So again, I still haven't added what I am doing in this process, but just like, let's take a look. Electric shock, how fear held back the power revolution. So, hey Rina, quick blast from the past. So you can see it, a lot of emojis because I asked about it. And then it's short. It has like a little bit of code from the post that we sent it. So it's short, it's sweet. And then I'm gonna just like add another background because we just skipped over context. As you see, context in the prompt formula was very important. So say, I'm a business development consultant. I want to offer her consulting sessions, make necessary adjustments. So it would do that. So now imagine I am like a business owner that has 10 different prospects that they are following up. So this prospect of mine is called Rosha and Tazari. I have renamed their name, Rosha and Tazari, right here. On the other one, I'm just going to rename that Irina. And then when I get a message back from Rosha, I'm just going to come and copy and paste that into ChatGPT and say, hey, this is the message that I got from Rosha. Help me write them something back. And this is my offer. So it would be more personal on a more human level. I'm just going to take you guys back to the presentation to wrap stuff up. And if you have any questions, I'll be there with you. So Q&A, anyone? What a lovely group. So guys, if you have questions, you know, you can always ask those in, because we're gonna upload this on YouTube, you can ask that in the comment section and we'll be back with some answers for you. And I'm just gonna add this to the end of the conversation. Working with need to acquire enough skills to really utilizes that in their business. You can have then start to have a strategy around it, and then start to implement those strategies, and then go after that. I see races that they cannot unmute. Let's yeah, you can unmute now. Go ahead, Ray.
Well, I didn't really have any questions. I think it was very thorough. So I'm just looking forward to actually applying what you just taught.
That would be fantastic. So, Ray, update us on how implementing these into your business works. Remember, AI is a hybrid between of a cat and a baby, so it needs a lot of parental guidance around how you can use it. It has some huge concerns around ethical stuff, but it's a powerhouse in your hands that you can use. So you are now on your journey aware of how what AI can do for you. You are acquiring the skills. You are starting, or at least like you are the beginning of creating a strategy on how you can use AI into your business. You then would implement those into your business. After that comes the evaluation, the baby slash cat part. Then when you're happy with that, we go to full integration. It's gonna be you can need to always improve it, and then you always need to monitor it again because cat slash baby. So that would be your AI journey. And just to go back a little bit, 3 steps that would help you uh, create the message. You first need to analyze the prospect, then craft a personal message using the prompt formula that we already talked about, and then keep the records because it's usually going to be like a couple of conversation that gets you through closing your deal. So easy peasy, hopefully lemon squeezy. So any questions, anything right there? I'm with you guys. That would be all of the things that I have to say today. Rosha, anything from you?
No, thank you so much. Ray, did you have any other, I know that you have any questions, but we're also looking forward to hearing from you. And definitely let us know in the process if you have any questions. We're here to help.
Well, I appreciate that.
Of course. All right. So if you guys don't have any other questions, we'll see you. Oh, you're welcome, Irina. If you guys don't have any questions, we'll see you next month.
You guys have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, my bye.
Welcome.